Mayans MC Season 2 Episode 7 Tohil.
Oi!
Tohil, I am introduction of
The VATOS!
the VATOS Malitos. Oh, see papi. Even though El Palo the draw, even the Seth Rollins looking guy isn't even in this. It's the other guy. I've seen him before.
El Secretario, and he lasts about 10 seconds, so I mean... Alright, that's a lie, he lasts about 30 seconds.
He's Sergeant Arms.
Same thing.
Aye, same thing. But of course, episode 6 ended with Easy blasting Marlon's brains out everywhere. He basically wakes up, he's washing the blood out his shirt, and we basically see the police there investigating into it. What do you feel about Big Marlon? Any other thoughts?
He was good for like the 4 minutes we've seen of him. I mean, Easy doesn't even really feel that guilty, doesn't he? He just literally kills somebody.
I guess he didn't really mean it, like. Which could make it worse in such a fashion, but it's looking like it's suicide because obviously Easy set it up, and he's also helped out Emily by telling typing away in the guy's emails that
making it seem like a suicide. Even when he told Emily didn't give a fuck either. All she was concerned about was winning the bid.
Oh, my husband Miguel, he doesn't kill people. I kill the people.
Not on this side of the border.
It don't matter. Fuck, kill any job.
I mean, this guy's literally been taken out, like, and also. She can win a shitey bid that's going to give us more screen time and bore us to death. What was the point?
That's pretty much it. Talking about boring us to death, though, Felipe up next. He talks to Angel. Angel says that he's having a kid with Adelita. Then he's like, and like the most bluntest, pishest answer. Oh, she's tried to kill me about a week ago. What the fuck was this?
And he's just like, what the fuck? How do you know her? It's like, well, you know, it just, I mean, the delivery is all wrong. Like, I don't get it. Let's move on. We have breakfast time.
In Coco's house.
In Coco.
What the fuck?
Coco's house looks like a fucking caravan.
It does. It's like an upper flat or something in it.
Is it? It looks like a
caravan. It doesn't really look like a house.
No, it doesn't. I mean, what is it? Easy lives in a caravan. Coco lives in a caravan. Wait, hold on here. Did Easy live in the caravan? I know we're going to go fast forward here, but did Easy live in the caravan in season 3? He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's
a wee gypsy bastard.
I just want that away from that boring bastard, and I don't blame him.
I don't fucking blame him.
So yeah, Letty gets Coco dinner and breakfast, and you can see already she wants something. Coco something about early bird gets the worm or some shit like that. Coco hears somebody in his house or his caravan, to be more precise. Says, I told you, Letty, no boys. And he runs in, and there's some illegal female chick standing there.
Speaking barely English, but by the end of the episode, I'm fluent in English, senor.
Yes, I mean, the English was so broken, but 40 minutes later, like, it's as if...
Thank you! Letty basically goes on to say that
she spent all her graduation money or whatever.
Help
money. And getting this person over the border.
And the human trafficking, there's this club, and when she said her puppies are Mayan, they laughed in her face. They won her because this chart was a fucking joke at this stage.
Letty said she had to help her friend, and Coco's like, you don't have any friends. Which is a kind of sick burn, I thought.
It was a pretty funny line there for Coco.
I like that line.
Then Coco, he shows up at the clubhouse, basically says, right, Bishop, let's bring us to the table. They bring it to the table. The club discuss it. We've been too busy with the cartel, man. We haven't really noticed.
Well, at first the club don't really care. They're like, "Why are you bringing this to us?" And then when Coco tells them where they're doing it and that they made fun of the Mayans, all of a sudden everybody's like, "Well,
is that not a fucking joke? They would do nothing for him, like.
I don't care if they killed your daughter. Oh, what's that? They made fun of us. They say Tazza takes it up the ass. Well, let us change that."
It's like, it's almost that they don't give a fuck what's happening on their territory. It's the fact that they're making money on their territory. Same thing happened with Riz, and they fucking just hoovered the money off him and kept it going.
Well, Riz claimed he wasn't making any money, like.
No, but Riz was trafficking people. What's the fucking difference? The VATOS do it, man. They fucking kill 9 of their men. Spoiler alert, like, but basically they planned to wipe them out. Essentially, here.
But no, I don't get. Why didn't they go with, like, the intention of, like, talking and saying, look, you can't fucking do this? Or do you think did they actually go down there and their plan was, we're going to kill them all?
Yeah, like...
Well, first of all, they go to they walk around, they go to your wee weird guy and they ask him about houses, people being...
Any
stuffed in
takeaways? He
houses.
basically says there's only one place you get takeaways. Easy then spots a delivery driver.
He says they have DoorDash. He says, yeah, every motherfucker dashing from the door to the car to like dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
That was a funny line.
And then Easy walks past, he's like, shits himself.
Yeah, I mean, this guy doesn't seem to like Easy. I guess Easy threatened him in the last episode. Then Easy goes and checks a pizza place, and he discovers they've had like a massive order recently, which would suggest that maybe they've been, housing. But then again, it doesn't make any sense to me because
they were barely getting water, and now they're feeding them a full fucking Domino's.
Yeah, no, I think that takeaway would have been for the VATOS. Like, it makes no sense to me that they're actually fucking spending a shitload of dollars on pizza for these people. Yet when you look at them in the cages, like they're fucking throwing loaves of bread, like. Well, not loaves, like single.
But in the house where they get to the address, the Mayans, they knock on the front door. I've got a delivery. Boom, they go in. They basically wipe out all the VATOS bar couple. But it's like, so there was there
was only 4 in the house. Killed 2, injured 1, and the other one was still breathing.
So they killed 4 in the end.
Yeah, but that's not what you're saying.
Right, they essentially killed 3, and then they left 1, then killed them to get the
other. Killed 2, 1 was injured, and then.
But there was no attempt here for the Mayans to like
bargain, negotiate, go out of our territory.
Like realistically, this was like the swole.
You see Walter White? That'd be like Walter White going up to that guy buying the stuff
and shooting him.
Walter White just went up to him and says, "Get out of my territory."
I know, but this is like when earlier on in the season when the Mayans were at that like the garage, and then the Swole Boys were there, like, "Oh, yous are in our territories." I'd be like the Swole Boys just showed up and fucking killed them.
Yeah.
Shot at them.
Now they'll claim that we're making border scratch, but
border scratch, I say. But yeah, basically the guy doesn't want to speak because one of the VATOS is alive, and then they just kill him. Coco shoots him. It's like, really?
It's like, oh, thank you, gracias. I mean, fucking.
Like, I'm not defending human trafficking here, but to my scorecard, the Mayans are fucking doing worse here.
Yeah.
They freed a bunch of people by killing a bunch of other people.
What's worse, human trafficking or murder? I would have to say murder,
like, I'm not saying the conditions that were being held in were fucking great, but they were actually doing what they were paid to do.
Yeah, they were pretty shit, like, to be fair, but,
mess, but basically the guy gives up a location. The Mayans then head there. The secretary's like, I speak to El Palo tomorrow. The Mayans, they kill 4 of my men. Oh! And then basically, he's like, fuck it.
Turn up at the warehouse.
Light the cages.
Gunfire goes off. The sergeant at arms gets wiped out. Everybody gets wiped out. He tries to, light fire to the place.
It essentially ends up lighting fire, but not the biggest fire. They manage to get everyone out. And then, are you Gabriella's brother and sister? Come to Papi. And then we get back to the clubhouse. They're reunited, and she's like, thank you. Thank you very much.
They have a big hug. I mean, didn't really do much for me. Don't know if they've done much for you.
No, I couldn't give a fuck.
What did we have non-club? What did we have in terms of Emily?
Sure, she's essentially just got that deal to go through.
Oh yeah, we already.
Then Miguel kind of confronted her about her, but there was nothing.
Yeah, she didn't admit to.
Miguel wants to keep eyes on Emily 24/7. She doesn't trust her, and she's like, "Do you think I would have someone killed? I'm not you, man. How hypocritical." Then 2 episodes time, my husband doesn't kill anyone.
But it just doesn't make sense to me how she can say, "Oh no, we have to do things legit. You can't." Yeah, you can't. So she's telling him that, oh, look at all the hard work you've done to, build your reputation here. You can't go around killing people. But then she says, like, an episode later, oh, he wouldn't kill anybody. Even though she knows that he would. And, like, what? How is it okay for... How can she say, no, you can't, like, use your power against people? This has to be legit, but she'll go and get Easy to... She wanted Easy to threaten this guy into giving up his... information.
That's pretty much it, guys. But next up,
basically it's the same thing that Miguel would have done, although I think Miguel would have been more violent about it. But then again, the guy fucking ended up dead, so Miguel might have just...
threw him a beating or something?
Aye. So, I mean, she would have been better off just saying, aye, Miguel, go sort him out.
That's
Send Alvarez in.
Meanwhile, though, end the episode, Emily thanks him. Oh, why didn't you answer the phone, man? Big Marlon. And he's like... because I was doing a favour for someone I care about, and that's how he died. Then she's like, oh, is there anything I can do? He's like, yeah, whips out a bunch of papers, of course. This will be in relation to the Galindo cartel numbers about his Moss killing with Happy committed. And that is your episode, guys. Tohil introduces the VATOS. But again, it was like it wasn't that good, was it? Like, Can't remember me episode 5. Fuck all happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. But no need to fear, guys. Who's in the next one?
El Palo! Tell me, hermano. Are they into it?
Right, Chib's in the next one. You go El Palo.
Oh, so he is, aye. Redwood Original.
Are you
Are
you into it? But I agree with 6, guys. Easy turning the light off here because the episode's passion. Until next time, cha-chong.